Hello, my name is Lano, and you're listening to Lano's Corner, where I talk about something for half an hour or so, unscripted and usually from memory. Except I'm not really doing that today. Today's topic is your hostess, Lano herself. Me, also known as Who is this Lano person anyway, and why should I listen to her? Well, stick around for a few minutes and I'll tell you a little bit about myself, and you can decide whether you want to listen to me or not. I actually wanted to do this as my first video, and then that simply did not happen because of reasons, because I'm just that kind of person, I guess. You never really know. So I'm doing it now because better late than never, right? Anyway, I go by Lano, obviously, and I like to talk a lot. I can talk obsessively about a great number of things, and I already annoyed everybody in my bubble, so I turned to the internet in order to spread my circle of influence and find more people to annoy. But not really. What really happened is that in March of 2020, you only think you know where this story is going. I promise you don't, unless you actually know me, in which case you do. So in March of 2020, I developed severe tendon damage in both arms simultaneously, which basically prevented me from engaging in any kind of activity. All of my hobbies were just out the window. I couldn't use the computer, like typing and using the mouse was out. I couldn't hold a book, I couldn't write, I couldn't draw, I couldn't play video games, I couldn't drive. Basically, I could not do anything. I was in so much pain all the time. And I got really, really, really bored. So I decided to make an audio post. Except it was too long, so I turned it into a video, and I had a lot of fun. So I started making a video every month since then, and I'd like to continue doing that for as long as I can think of things to talk about. My schedule will be to do one video every month, not on a specific date. It'll depend on how my health is, how fast I can get stuff done, how well I can record things, that kind of stuff. Maybe at some point in the future I'll try and make them come out a little bit faster, but no promises. I also do intend to post most of the videos that I made before I opened this channel. Some of them will just get new videos, and some of them will get new audio and new videos, because I've learned a lot since I started, although this still comes off as very like, video making is my passion, but it's not. It's not my passion. I have fun doing it, but I'm really just here to have a good time. My video editing skills are pretty minor, so just cut me some slack, or don't. I don't really care. It's fine. I'm here to have a good time. What I do want to do is give everybody the true Lano experience of sitting on a couch, listening to me rant about something that I haven't interacted with for months or years, and that is where the two stipulations come in. I do not script these. I do practice them. I usually do at least a couple recorded sessions and then pick whichever one I like the best, and I have an idea of what I want to say, but I just feel like if I script things, then even if I'm talking about something I'm passionate about, it'll come off as being really fake, and I don't want to do that. So we're not scripting things, and I'm not usually doing research for this stuff because that's just not how I roll. For some things I might do research, and if I do, then I'll talk about it. But usually this is just me and my microphone and whatever dumb shit I want to talk about, and that's what you're getting. As for topics, they will be many and varied because I hate being confined. I am queer and I suffer with or struggle with mental illness, and I do like to talk about both of those topics because I think it's helpful for other people maybe to find it and be like, hey, I'm not the only one who thinks this way or feels this way. But that stuff, that kind of serious stuff, is not really what I want to talk about most of the time, so that will be infrequent. I'm also a fantasy author. I've been writing for over 20 years. I love books, so I'll probably talk about writing. I'll probably talk about my own books. I would love to do some art-related videos when I heal a little bit more, because I do all of my own character design and everything like that, and I think that would be really fun. But I also like other stories. I love movies from all over. Animated movies mostly. I don't do a lot of live action stuff, but sometimes I do. But I watch lots of movies, lots of cartoons, TV shows, anime, donghua. I like manga and manhwa, and I like books, lots and lots of books, and I love fairy tales and mythology and legends. So most of what I talk about is probably going to have to do with storytelling, writing, character design, things like that, things of that nature, because that's really where my passion is. And I just love media and stories and storytelling. I do also like video games, kind of. I'm not a huge video game person, but I've been playing Fire Emblem for a really, really, really long time, and I'm pretty into it. And I started playing Genshin Impact recently, and I really like that, so I'd love to do some more videos about that if I can. Other assorted hobbies, I like embroidery, although I don't think that necessarily makes very thrilling videos. I study historical European martial arts, although right now I'm not able to do it because of my arms again, but I am still passionate about that, and I might talk about that either as sword fighting applies to writing fantasy novels, which is obviously why I started going to those classes, but it ended up just being really fascinating and fun, or just sword fighting for its own sake, or any kind of like martial stuff like that, historical martial arts. And I also love animals. I worked as a dog trainer for several years. I was really into it. I almost wanted to make it my full-time career, and I ended up having to choose between that and writing, and I chose writing, so that's why I'm not dog training at the moment. But I really love animals, and I love animal training, and it might be fun to do some videos about that too. I even had a name for what my company was going to be and everything, so I was like really, really into it. But yeah, that's about what you can expect from me. I will talk about things that I'm interested in. It will be basically random. I have a list of stuff that I might want to talk about, but as for the order that I'm going to talk about it in, it's completely up in the air. And almost everything that I'm going to talk about is going to come through a queer lens, because I'm just really, really gay, and that's how I interact with the world, and it's how I judge pretty much everything that I see. And it should go without saying, but I don't tolerate homophobia or biphobia or transphobia or any of that. Racism, sexism. If you want to leave shitty comments, just don't, because I don't care and I don't want to see it. I don't really expect anybody to actually watch these videos, but I will delete unnecessary rude comments because I don't need people like that here. So if any of that stuff interests you, you're more than welcome to stick around. If you just like the sound of my voice, because I've been told that I have a very soothing voice, that's completely valid too. Either way, if you want to keep listening, I'm very happy to have you, and I can't wait to get to know you. And that's it for this, just like little mini video. So until next time, this is Lano signing off. Thank you for listening.